Memorial Day. Memorial Day in the United States is dedicated to those brave men and women who lost their lives defending the United States in war and various other theaters throughout the world. In reality, my understanding of Memorial Day is not only to remember in memorial the brave men and women who died, but also the defense of the Constitution of the United States. I am not one of these neocons that believe that the Constitution of the United States is fixed forever, immutable, that it cannot be changed. On the contrary, I believe in the possibility of a North American Union. The possibility, mind you, of a union between Canada, Mexico, and what is now called the United States. But in order for that to happen, it has to be voluntary. It has to be discussed in public, and it has to be done constitutionally. There is a provision in the Constitution. It's called amendment to the Constitution. There's also another provision to have a constitutional convention that can be called to change the Constitution. This is why these brave men and women died. Not to defend the politicians or the political parties, but to defend the spirit of the law that's embodied in the American Constitution of the United States. This is why I celebrate Memorial Day. I've shown you my diploma before, and a foolish comment that the principal made, that there are some people in this auditorium who should not graduate, and he looked directly at me when he said that. But I now wonder what they're teaching graduates in college and high school about the Constitution and the laws of the United States. There are ways to change the law. There are ways to change the Constitution, but not by violence, not by force. It can be done legally, voluntarily, collectively. This is my way of celebrating Memorial Day. These are little pinwheels, and in slang vocabulary, a pinwheel is something that goes around and around, like a foolish person who has the same ideas over and over again, who has no originality. That's what a pinwheel does. It goes round and round, covering the same area of space without anything new. It's a metaphor. It's rhetoric. So if somebody calls you a pinwheel, that means you're just a foolish person who keeps repeating himself or herself over and over again. You like my little flag? This is my Memorial Day celebration to the brave men and women who died defending the Constitution of the United States. I repeat, they did not die to defend the politicians. They did not die to defend the political parties. They didn't even die to defend the military. They died to defend this document. Without this document, the Constitution of the United States, America would be like almost all the other countries, including, quote, the mother country, England, unquote, that has no written constitution. The way I understand, when the British refer to the Constitution, they're referring to the laws that were passed by Parliament collectively. That's their Constitution. That is not the premise that made the United States Constitution. It's a totally different idea. Let me sample this. This is a cream cake. See? Whipped cream and I think it's pudding. It's a lot to eat for one person. Whipped cream and pudding. I'm not going to say it's great. It's not. But it's certainly filling. Have a good day. Enjoy what you can. And don't forget the people who died for your country.